What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on Twitter. You already know the vibes, you already know what to do, baby, because that's what heroes do. So, we have some news, some non-AEW related news, some non-CM Punk related news, some non-Elite Kenny Omega related news. We got some news on the main event of Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. Now, word on the street is it's going to be, well, at this point it pretty much is going to be Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. And all this came about because of the interview that Roman Reigns did with Logan Paul, which actually was a really good interview. He talked about his battles with leukemia. He talked about how to deal with the fans, hate on the internet, all types of stuff. It was a really good interview. And at the end of the interview, after Roman Reigns left, Logan Paul and his friends were talking about how good the interview was and how cool Roman was and how great his beard is and everything and so on and so forth. And then you see Logan Paul kind of just sitting there like, yo, I think I can beat him. And then this led to a Twitter exchange between Roman Reigns and Logan Paul, and Paul Heyman got involved. And then Triple H was like, yo, I got the show called SmackDown, you can pull up there. So Logan Paul put up on SmackDown. Paul Heyman came back. He knocked out Sami Zayn. Logan Paul knocked out Sami Zayn. Whole bunch of things going on, which leads us to today, this press conference between Roman Reigns and Logan Paul, setting up the main event match at Crown Jewel. And honestly, like, there's a lot of people have different feelings as far as Logan Paul goes. You know, his whatever and all that. Me personally, I started off not really caring too much for Logan Paul. But after seeing what he's done as far as wrestling goes, and as far as how he's taking this seriously, and as far as his training goes, and even in the few matches he's had, he's actually pretty good as a wrestler. So, hey man, more power to you. Hey, you're all right with me, Logan Paul. So with that being said, man, let's get into this reaction to this press conference to see exactly what's going on, to see what Roman Reigns has to say. Because Logan Paul was talking a lot of trash on SmackDown. He was talking a lot of trash on his podcast. So let's see what happens when he goes face to face with the tribal chief, the head of the table, the reigning, defending WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. That is a mouthful right there. But let's get into the reaction here. Let's go. Triple H. So I had to fast forward through a lot of this because he had the Triple H entrance, Logan Paul entrance, Roman Reigns in the bloodline. He's got the whole family there. And this was like the first 7 minutes of the video.
It's amazing to be here in general, but amazing to be here this weekend, in a big fight weekend, in a weekend where Canelo and Triple G will go to war tonight. I want to thank all of you for being here, all the fans that came here today, all the media that is here today for this announcement.
I hope they do more things like this in the future.
Spectacle.
Like the whole press conference feel, I don't like that.
Being larger than life, putting on events all around the globe like no one else can put on. It's about events like last year's WrestleMania, 2 nights in Dallas, where we blew up the world. It's about events like recently in Cardiff for Clash at the Castle, where 60,000+ people descended on Cardiff, Wales, and we put on an event like no one else can. For WWE, it's events like this coming year's WrestleMania for 2 nights in LA
in Los Angeles.
at SoFi Stadium.
Hopefully The Rock will be there. Hooray! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention also Logan Paul got booed when he was at SmackDown last night. Seems like all his friends and family are there at the press conference right now. And now he has the sucks chance.
When it comes to spectacles, we also need to talk about Saudi Arabia. We need to talk about Crown Jewel.
Look at Sammy in the back, my man Sammy.
Spectacle that will be happening on November 5th in Saudi Arabia.
They brought the honorary Oos.
Will take on Logan Paul.
Nigga Roman, like, yeah, this guy. What gonna be for the title though?
For the undisputed
okay, there you go.
WWE Universal Championship.
That's crazy. This is like his third match.
Like no other.
This is this man's third match he's wrestling for the title.
Logan Paul. Logan Paul is a cultural phenomenon. More than 100 million social media
I don't know
followers.
this shit already.
According to him and his crew, he is the #1 podcast in the world.
That's a fact. That's verifiable. That's a fact.
He said that's verified. That is a fact. #1 podcast in the world. His appeal to a young audience is unbelievable. In many ways, Logan Paul represents the youth movement in the world today. In many ways,
that's
you
what
can
we're
say that when it comes to reaching the youth of the world, Logan Paul is on a God tier level.
Wait a minute. But Roman's operating on God mode, son.
And when it comes to the WWE, his dedication, his passion for this.
My only thing is that they're trying to push this man as a face. That's not working, bro.
Everything that he has done in the short period of time that he's with us, he has earned my respect. And
mine too. I respect that dude.
He has worked his ass off for this.
I feel like they need to make him a heel. I think that'll be more money.
In that short period of time.
There's more money than him being a heel,
to earn
honestly.
my respect to want to see this event take place. Logan is somebody that is always looking for new challenges, for the thing that nobody thinks he can do. It's why he took on Floyd Mayweather. It's the thing that nobody thought was possible, but yet Floyd couldn't put him down. He went the distance. That's something that very few people can say. So when you talk about new challenges, there's no bigger challenge than what's in front of him now, because this is totally different.
That's right.
This is about Roman Reigns. This is about God tier in our business at a whole different level.
Greatness on a whole nother level.
I can say this with all certainty. There is no one in this industry even close to touching the level that Roman Reigns is on right now.
Facts.
He is performing on a whole different stratosphere than everybody else. He's been champion for more than 2 years, unheard of.
That's crazy in the modern era. That's crazy.
He is a multi-generational talent. He is 1 in a million. So I can say this. In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel, I cannot wait for this event. Will Roman Reigns continue to do what Roman Reigns does and show the world at a whole different level? Or will Logan Paul get in that one shot? Will Logan Paul do the unthinkable and drop Roman Reigns? Either way, it'll be a spectacle like you've never seen before.
You'll never see it coming.
I want to give the floor to Roman Reigns.
That's right. Look at Paul. The wise man is back. I'm so happy. The family's at full strength. Sammy, Solo, the Usos, and Paul E.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Acknowledge me. Everything everything Triple H said up here is true. Except that. I'm the greatest of all time, kid.
Teach these kids. Teach them, Chief.
Now, I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew all about Logan Paul. I've been given the statistics, the facts that I need to know from my wise man here. There's no doubt that this guy's done a hell of a job, but it's very simple. He's had 2 matches. I've been the champ for over 2 years. When he first came to the WWE, I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was a great opportunity for both sides. This man has over 30 million followers, and what he's doing right now is he's bringing them all to his tribal chief.
That's what.
Because before this happened, he was in a good place with the bloodline as well, because we're going to allow him to do what he's been doing. Logan, you could be on any show that I main event for the rest of my career. I appreciate you and the following that you bring. You can be the 3rd match on any card, any single day.
Like I said, the 3rd match. You can't even open the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me teach you a little lesson here. You need to crawl before you walk before you run. And once you figured out how to run, then maybe one day you'll be able to fly with the tribal chief.
That was a freaking bar.
So we're gonna do your little boxing thing, this Logan Paul thing, this spectacle. We're gonna have fun with you for a few weeks, but when we get to Saudi Arabia, we're gonna smash you. And then after that, it's on you to figure out how to rebuild this castle, how to put it all back together, because I'm not gonna go easy on you. I'm not gonna treat you like you're in your 3rd match. You are in the deep end now. You're in the water with the biggest shark to ever live in the WWE.
This man is spitting.
At Saudi Arabia, I'm going to show you what God mode really looks like.
Logan, would you care to respond?
This is why he's the greatest, man. See what Logan has to say.
A lot of Samoans. Wow. This is so cool. First and foremost, I do have to give a thank you to the WWE and Triple H for trusting me. I think I've proven myself in this industry, and it's an absolute honor that in my 3rd match, I'm facing Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, one of the best in the WWE and one of the best wrestlers, superstars of all time. So thank you, I appreciate you, and I promise on November 5th in Saudi Arabia, I am going to deliver a performance unlike anything you've ever seen before. This is what I do. This is what me and my brother do. I'm a disruptor.
No, don't bring up Jake. Don't bring up Jake.
I welcome any challenge, and I overcome all of them.
I tolerate Logan. I do not like Jake.
After I fought Floyd, I said in my post-fight speech, I don't want anyone to tell me that anything is impossible. Because you're witnessing me do that right now. Any challenge, anytime someone says I can't do something, I step up to the plate.
Anything is possible.
My brother is fighting Anderson Silva. A week before, I take on Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia. There's no duo doing this. This is simply what we do. My 2nd boxing opponent of all time was Floyd Mayweather, and he could not take me out, and I am not even a boxer. Understand something. I have been wrestling my whole life. This is my sport. This is my industry. It took me a little while to find it. As I came of age, as an entertainer, as a performer, I kind of found my home in the WWE. And that's why I called out the GOAT immediately. It's what I do. And Roman Reigns, you might be the tribal chief. You might be the head of the table.
Look at Sammy.
And this might be your sport. But Crown Jewel is my match. Just like I said on my podcast, Crown Jewel, November 5th, Saudi Arabia, is my match. Roman Reigns, you are the head of the table. But brother, in every industry I ever do, I am the table. And Roman Reigns will acknowledge me on November 5th.
Hey, yo. It's getting a little spicy. It's getting a little spicy. Look at Jimmy. Sami Zayn. Sami, let's
right
go.
Now we're going to take a couple of questions from the press who's assembled today for both Roman and Logan.
One of Dave Meltzer's here.
Please introduce yourself and ask the question.
Thank you so much, Lance Buckmeyer, USA Today Sports.
Oh, they got
Logan,
actual.
can you elaborate on what you just said? How did you and your brother accomplish this? Where in the span of 1 year, you've landed Floyd Mayweather Jr., the UFC great Anderson Silva, and now Roman Reigns all in the ring?
It's a great question, and I can't say I know. I can't give you a factual answer, but I'd have to attribute it to our hard work and how much noise we make. This is the entertainment business. It's about virality. It's about eyeballs. And look around, y'all. There's a lot of eyeballs, and that's undeniable. My brother and I will always bring people, asses in seats. And I think Roman Reigns, I think the WWE saw that. They want to capitalize, and they know damn well I'm going to show up. And I know this guy's underestimating me. Look at him, he brought 5 guys. That's pathetic. He brought a team of people. I'm here by myself, with my girlfriend, and my manager, and videographer. But hard work, man, that's the answer. There's no secret. We just
Me
work
personally,
really
I
hard,
wouldn't say
and we
that
like to
level
make a
of
lot of noise and
disrespect.
kick some ass.
Next over here.
Logan, Adriana with Fox Deportes. You said yourself right now, just a few moments ago, that wrestling is your sport. Do you believe in your heart that Roman Reigns is in for a rude awakening?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm built at the highest level. That's where I'm comfortable. That's where I operate. And I have been wrestling my entire life. Guys, I placed 5th in the state of Ohio, one of the hardest wrestling states. Did you wrestle? No, you play football. You play football. I'm more familiar with this than you are. You just been in the business. Doing it professionally.
The only thing
Paul's talking.
Roman Reigns
Let's
is
go.
going to have to wrestle with in regards to Logan Paul is that Roman Reigns is going to have to wrestle with his conscience in Saudi Arabia for the sheer beating he's going to lay down on Mr. YouTube, Jake Paul's lesser-known little brother, Logan Paul.
Shout out YouTube.
The next question right down here in front. Andreas Hale with Sporting News.
Andreas
Questions
Hale.
for Roman.
There you go. Finally,
Kevin Owens,
question from the
Brock
Chief.
Lesnar, Triple H. You've wrestled the best. Why give Logan Paul a chance? Does this work?
Someone said Kenny Omega. I heard that.
Because I'm a good tribal chief. And as the face of the WWE, the greatest sports entertainment and entertainment company in the whole world, that's my obligation to carry this company. If that's what they need me to do, smash Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia, then that's what I do. Next down here.
Alan Dawson at Insider and Business Insider with a question for Triple H. The Paul brothers seem like unicorns coming from YouTube and make an impression in boxing.
YouTube.
And now WWE. You mentioned earlier about being larger than life and a god tier level, but specifically, what were the main things about Logan that made you think he'd be a natural fit here in the main event against Roman Reigns?
So I agree with you. They're a bit of an, I think you call them unicorns. Look, when it was first brought to my attention that Logan Paul was a huge WWE fan, that they were massively into the product and that they had an interest in doing something with us, I have to admit, I chuckled to myself and thought, well, if these guys want to come in here, they'll probably be like every other celebrity that comes in here, with the exception of a few. The first time they hit that mat, the first time they feel that physicality and how absolutely real this is, they will quickly change their mind and decide that maybe in the ring is not the place for them. Logan was totally different. Logan was a guy that came in, talked to us about it, and as soon as we talked to him about doing something, man, he started to put in the work. He was on the grind every day in the gym. I was getting videos, I was getting updates of what he was putting himself through to do this, and I was impressed. Still skeptical, but impressed. When I saw him in the ring for the first time, he blew my mind. I saw him do it again after that, blew my mind. This is a guy that, as I said earlier, earned my respect. In this business, I do not give my respect very easily. He has earned that, and it's why he is here. He has worked his ass off to do this. Is he biting off more than he can chew here with Roman Reigns?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
We'll find out. We'll find out in Saudi Arabia.
You don't need to find out. I'm telling you right now, he is.
I can hear you if you want to yell it.
Yell, scream!
How does that give you confidence that you can hang with Roman Reigns, the face of wrestling?
Man, I'm always confident.
That's my game. I'm always confident. The delusional optimist. And guess what? People who buy this fight are going to see one of two things. One, you're going to see history be made, and you're going to see me beat Roman Reigns, currently the greatest wrestler in the WWE. Or two, you're going to see me get my ass kicked. But I don't care.
I think we're going to see number 2.
I'll never back down from a challenge. And either way, this will be a performance you have never seen before. Trust me, Roman Reigns, I see you not paying attention. Keep that energy up and see what happens.
They keep pushing that never seen
keep playing
before.
Me off,
They
and
keep
you will
pushing
pay
that.
for it, I promise you.
They really keep pushing it. We've never seen this before. Uh-oh, Paul's about to talk. As Roman's getting irritated, you can tell. He's about to start doing that thing with his nose when he starts.
The tribal chief wants to thank everybody for coming out here today. We're going to kind of call an impromptu close to this press conference because it's about time that people understand the difference between someone that has dedicated his entire life to the greatness that stands before you Friday nights on SmackDown and a stunt fighter. Someone who built his reputation on YouTube, calling out people way past their prime and just trying to hold on till the end of the fight.
He's not wrong.
I don't need you to validate what I'm saying. In other
He's
words,
not lying.
you, please, okay?
He's not lying.
And the same goes for you. It's time that you take your supermodel girlfriend and your TikTok account and your Instagram account and your Twitter account and YouTube your ass.
Isn't this
on
Roman's
out of
press
Vegas.
conference? Hey, Roman, why's your mouthpiece talking for you? You said 4 words and you're standing behind him. Why don't you stand up and say something? What are you doing, Paul? Sit your ass down. I see
Greatness standing before you. Greatness standing before you. The GOAT, the greatest of all time. And I'm here right now to save your ass. Leave while you can. Because the beating that Roman Reigns put on you won't be the easy time that Floyd Mayweather gave you.
Not
my boy, he's my tribal chief. He's my tribal chief.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. You're supposed to be professional. Bet you won't steal off, though. Put the other one on him too. Put the Universal title on. There you go. Let him know what he's going up against. Show him what he's never gonna get.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Saturday, November 5th, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. WWE Crown Jewel, where Roman Reigns will defend the WWE Universal Undisputed Championship against Logan Paul.
Now, don't touch Sammy. Not too much on Sammy. We don't touch Sammy. Do something, Sammy. Fight back.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we settle everything down, there will be opportunities for the press for some one-on-one interviews here in just a few moments.
And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Oops. There you have it. Press conference, Logan Paul, Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Universal WWE Championship. Like I was saying during the video, I hope they do more of these. Not often, but you know, for special occasions like WrestleMania, maybe the big fight feels like main events that they want to make feel special. I hope they do more of these because I really like that aspect. I've always liked sporting press conferences anyway for stuff like this. Even though you know a script, you say, oh, you know, say this, and I'll say that, I'll shove you, and blah blah blah. It's still entertainment. That's what it is all about. It's the entertainment factor. We pretty much know what's going to happen. Roman Reigns is going to demolish Logan Paul. But I guarantee you that there will be a spot during the match where Logan Paul does land one. Like he lands that clean hit. Maybe he knocks Roman Reigns down. Maybe knocks him out. And gives us that little brief bit of doubt that Logan Paul might be able to be the one that does what no one else can do. Not what Brock Lesnar can do. Not what Kevin Owens could have done. John Cena couldn't do it. Logan Paul might be the one to beat Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. But with that being said, man, you guys let me know what you think about this upcoming match. Let me know what you think about Logan Paul. What do you think about Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. You guys take care. Be easy. I'm out. Peace.